going on, everybody? My name is Conor and Lorraine. Welcome back to another week of the Heroes for Hire podcast. We are back again talking all the week's movie news, entertainment news, and just generally having a bit of a chit chat about everything to do with film. I am joined as always by my best man, Mr. Shaun. Me and Shaun, how's it going?
I'm good. I was ready for weird news today. What are we? I'm all confused.
Well, you see, the thing is, what I want to do is I want to set up a system where we catch people off guard.
Oh, so you can never relax when you sit down to watch listen to your favourite podcast.
That's how you build some sort of a following, I've heard, is when you just kind of surprise people.
Yeah. No routine, no fixed schedule. This is coming out on a fucking Tuesday, by the way.
It'll come out whenever.
It'll come out when it's done, alright?
That's how you get loyal fans.
That's how you make Spotify really respect you in the algorithm.
Yeah, Spotify now just looks at us like, really?
Yeah, it's kind of like a substitute teacher who's just exasperated. It's like, again, what are we fucking...
You guys never fucking learn, do you? So, look, this is technically the movie show. Last week we did weird news because I'm starting a new thing where I'm trying to integrate some weird news episodes every so often because I find that fun and I like talking some weird news. But we're back to regularly scheduled programming this week, Shaun.
We're back to the boring one, folks.
The one everybody hates.
No one likes it, but we have to do it for some reason.
No, look, we're going to be honest. We like movies, and we
like movies again. It's wild.
We like comic books. We're back on track because Ireland took over Hollywood, and everyone's like, "Oh, all the Irish lads are all great," and we're like, "We knew."
We've been saying it for years.
Have you seen the Fassbender trade fight scene as Magneto? We told you years ago.
I was at the Academy, like outside the Oscars.
Have you seen Assassin's Creed?
It's like he's good in it, but it's not a good movie, you know?
Got Gleeson as well.
Gleeson shows up for a bit. He's his dad.
If this is your first episode, you do not have to do anything. If it's your second or above, we'd really appreciate 5 stars, a like, a follow, a share. Whatever way you can support the show, that would really help us out. This currently has no ads on this because we have a Patreon where all of the lovely people support us over there, meaning that all this comes out ad-free. And what's been really joyous over the last few weeks, Shaun, is seeing all the new names that are joining the Patreon, meaning the Shaun has to read them all out at the end of each episode and give himself maybe a minor to severe heart attack.
It's a real tough situation I'm in because I'm overjoyed at the new patrons, but my God, my lungs. I've recently taken up smoking cigars. I haven't, but imagine though.
You're like on the walking treadmill in work to try and keep up the cardio. Get it ready.
I got to keep a resting BPM of 140 just in case.
Just in case they maybe read out 100 names.
in case this explodes overnight.
So look, you can support us in all the ways. We're also on Blue Sky and all the social medias if you want to contact us on any of them. But Shaun, I would like to start off this week with something that I really enjoy.
Me and you chatting as friends.
It's absolutely not that, but it will include that, I suppose, technically.
Oh, because it's part of the show, fair enough.
Sorry, you thought my topic for movie news, just to be clear.
I hoped.
Our first movie story this week is me and Shaun like talking.
This is a video of me and Conor hanging out.
And then it's just awkward silence because we've got nothing else.
Because we only talk in 1 hour increments.
I don't really have anything else to say.
Might tip home to the wife there.
Did you cut the grass recently? It's
still too wet. Still too wet to be cutting the grass.
Too wet, yeah. I want to get another week or two over there.
What colour's grass, Conor?
Shaun, I want to start off this week with a trailer for a DC property. And years ago, you would have laughed at me. You would have said, "That's funny. That's something to be just slagging me about."
You're excited about something you like.
Exactly. But DC has released the first trailer for their new series called Lanterns, which is going to be streaming on HBO, which is, of course, I don't know who it's owned by now. Currently Warner Brothers.
Yeah, probably. for
Probably.
now.
But we're not going to get into what's going on in contracts and due diligence and all that.
You'd think we would in movie news, but no, we don't want to do it.
It's terrible for cinema. We're all going to die.
But this trailer,
Shaun. Now, we've heard a lot about the Lanterns, or this is DC's, and James Gunn, this was one of his first projects that he launched when him and Peter Safran were brought in as heads of DC, and this was basically like their go-to. And originally, you think Lantern, you take Ryan Reynolds, you take 2010. It's tough. It's a tough to come back from that.
Yeah, that did a lot of not damage to the name, but like it was big enough that a lot of people associate Green Lantern with just that.
So big that I don't think they even wanted they wouldn't bring Green Lantern into like the Justice League movie or anything like that. They were just like
Zack Snyder's Justice League, where he shows up for a second.
That's true, I do apologise. but like they just will not touch him. Now we've seen with Superman last year, we did get a little bit of Green Lantern action. Now it was with the worst one, Guy Gardner, but what can you do?
But comically, like he was the comic relief. Everyone knows he's the worst Green Lantern.
Exactly. Well, there's a squirrel.
We've talked about Chip many a time.
We have talked about Chip, and he comes up in this trailer. But then DC announced that they're doing a HBO series called Lanterns that is going to be True Detective-esque, and it's going to be like a Midwestern setting with a duo of Lanterns, and then they cast Kyle Chandler and Aaron Pierre as Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart, the two big guns of the Lanterns, and you're like, what is this?
It's very strange, because if you cut out certain scenes of this, it just looks like quite a good show.
Yeah.
The Lantern stuff seems secondary to, hey, this is just a fucking cop drama and it looks class.
I was watching it and I was like, this is sick. This is class.
I didn't get it because I saw some hate online for this trailer, but I really enjoyed it.
Did you? I haven't seen any hate. What was the hate about?
The hate was about how it's quote unquote like it's grounded and how it's not colourful Green Lanterns. It's like this gritty version of it.
I will say, and I've kind of thought this a long time, is green is a tough colour to be cool in.
Tough to make it cool. Absolutely.
Now, as Irish people, we're allowed to say that. You're not allowed to say that, okay? Bright green, tough.
Yeah, March 17th is coming up, folks. So just
you might also think, wow, this is bad because the logo of the show. I'd say, shut up.
But this is a very online reference. But there was a tweet that went out a few years ago, and it was like, in the 60s, if there was a show called Surf Dracula, it would be a show about Dracula surfing, and he'd surf every episode and he'd come across weird little adventures. But if you made Surf Dracula now, the first season would be 8 episodes long, and it would all build up to him finally getting a surfboard. And people are accusing this series of that. Right. But I think, like, we know the Green Lanterns exist in this universe.
Yeah.
Already. Yeah. So bringing in the new guy, and it's like, it just feels like it's not an origin for Green Lantern, it's an origin for Jon Stewart, which I think has to happen. Yeah, and I think Jon Stewart is probably my first introduction to Green Lanterns in terms of the Justice League Unlimited and the Justice League animated show from the early 2000s. Like, he was the first Green Lantern I seen, and I was just like, oh, that's Green Lantern, cool. And so then you're like, oh, there's Hal Jordan and there's Kyle Rayner, and we've talked about like so many of them. Jessica Cruz as well. Like, we've talked about them all over on Hero Zero. Yeah. And I think this is a really good way of doing that, because you have old Hal Jordan. By the way, Kyle Chandler in this, man, so good, killing it, just so good as old bitter Hal Jordan, but like still really charismatic, like Indiana Jones style. Like, you know the bit when Aaron Pierre's like, oh, she hates you, she hates me a certain way, and you're like, oh, this guy's a fucking, he fucks. Yeah, it's like, this guy fucks. Like he's a guy who's like, that's always been his thing. You get that from the character. Like, he's just been the charming, disarmingly confident man.
Yeah.
But now that he's like old and miserable, it's kind of like, oh, these two don't match up.
But it's interesting you say that about that as kind of an origin, but Jon Stewart in this, and this is obviously just the first trailer, but I get the impression that like he's very competent, he knows what's going on. It's not like he's sitting there going, what's all this? Oh my god, what's that? And like he's shocked. He's very much like, I'm a Green Lantern as well. It's been fucking weeks. Come on, give me a go. I'm better than you. And he even says like, you're old. I'm the next man up.
This is the thing, and it is like it's the grizzled cop and the young rookie kind of thing. Is what they're doing. But it feels like he's been assigned already as Hal's replacement.
Yes.
Whereas usually the Lantern is like for life.
Yes.
Basically that you do it. So it's interesting that he's now like, they're partnered up, and I guess Hal shows him the ropes and then leaves, is the Lantern's idea.
I maybe, or else they give him, because Hal Jordan's been at this for a long time at this point, and he does say he's the only human right now.
So Guy Gardner's half an alien, maybe.
But, well, yeah, or is Guy Gardner even? Is this before that?
That's true. We don't know when this is.
Well, I don't know when it's specifically set. Now, look, it could be the same time, and maybe he just doesn't know about Guy Gardner. I don't know how you wouldn't, because he's on the TV and all. But like, what can you do? I think this is such an interesting way to do it. Now, like, I can see the criticism of like, oh, it's not in space, it's not bright colours, it is very grey, right? But I think it kind of works for this because of the setting that it's in.
Yeah, and also I feel like people need to give it, like, this is a teaser trailer. I think people need to give it a chance, because I think there's a lot of stuff, like if we look at the universe as it is at the minute, there's a lot of Green Lantern stuff going on in it. And so like I'm melding a couple of points here together in my head, but another criticism I saw was like, oh, but the Green Lantern uniform is like hanging up and it's something you have to physically put on. It doesn't just come from the ring. But I like that, because it means that you see that Guy Gardner gets his stuff from Maxwell Lord.
I think, though, they've done that specifically to, like, it's a very much a counteract to Ryan Reynolds' suit, which got a lot of hate.
For being all CGI.
For being all CGI, and it came directly from the ring, and it just doesn't really look good, because I go back to the aforementioned point, green is a tough colour to like make it look good, right?
Yeah, so you have to incorporate it into like an actual piece of clothing that looks good.
I think that's literally what they've done. I think they've heard a lot of complaints about that for the last 15 years, and so you're like, okay, well, let's go the opposite way. He's got a suit.
Yeah, and I'm fine with it being a regular suit. That's
I also think it works just as good if he puts that on and then you just put a dark green glow around him when he's using the rig. It's the same kind of thing.
Exactly, and it's also, I feel like they're building to some kind of, and this is way fucking pie in the sky stuff, but some kind of like reform of how the Green Lanterns operate. Because at the minute, like, Guy Gardner is not really adhering to the Green Lantern code at the minute. Kyle Chandler isn't really adhering to it. Guy Gardner, I mean, like, I think that there's going to be some kind of systemic Green Lantern change will be the result of all the Green Lantern stories, and I'm happy with them just popping up in other media to kind of explain that.
To me, it's a very good layout at the start to have Hal Jordan as the old grizzled guy who probably was Aaron Pierre or Jon Stewart back in the day, and has now been there so long that he's kind of maybe lost sight of what the real point of it all is, because Hal Jordan at the back of it, he's a good dude. He's just been around the block too many times. You have Guy Gardner, who's just dickhead all the way through. That's fine. And then you have Jon Stewart in the middle, who's on the way up. And he's basically like him and Hal Jordan, if they were both 30, would be very similar. But they're not.
Yeah. Hal Jordan has a career under him of just putting out fires the whole time.
And I think he probably is just, he's seen them come and go, and he's just like, you're not going to make it. Like, I'm going to be around forever. I'm going to never have to retire. And nobody can replace me. And you'll get to that point where, like, you got my respect, kid. You're pretty good.
Is Hal Jordan the most dead guy there ever is in this series?
I was thinking about that, actually. And obviously, it's fairly heavily implied, like, not when I'm alive will you ever have this ring, blah, blah. Yep. I think it'd be a good figure if he doesn't die. I think it works better if he doesn't die, weirdly. That he's just like, actually, you know what? To be honest with you, I think he will, but I think it works better if he doesn't, basically.
Fair, yeah. I don't know, is there room for 3 Earth-based Green Lanterns in the DCU is my thing.
No, I can see that. Now, he could say, well, he went back to his home planet, Earth.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh, shit. We could have pooched him.
I like how the ring looks.
Ring looks cool. Yeah.
Again, looks different from the Guy Gardner stuff, but I don't know the rules enough of the universe to
and I think that's good, though. I really think that's good. Like, we don't know the rules, and the reason for that is they haven't told us. Now, there's obviously the rules in comic books, but I mean, like, the rules that they've set up.
But it's unfair to apply the comic book logic to this world.
So you got to have, like, your own set of rules. So we don't really know how it works. We have a basic understanding of how they're kind of running it here. I love the setting of the, like, country town, which, look, not to get too deep in it, but it's also really interesting because in terms of comic books, like, Jon Stewart is obviously so good. It's like Jon Stewart is so groundbreaking for many different reasons that he's the black guy who's the Green Lantern. You had, like, Hal Jordan, the most white guy of all time, before him, and obviously that did not go very well at the start because people were kind of racist. So, and by kind I mean yes, they were, right? And so, really interesting that you get the white guy and the black guy, old white guy, black guy coming in, and they said it in this town. Which, look, I'm not going to be offensive, but I wouldn't be surprised if they had maybe some thoughts and views on people like that. Yeah,
there's like a town gathering that we see, and the vibes that the setting and the costuming and the story evokes is like a Bible Belt, Midwestern, traditional values kind of town. And so, it's interesting to tell a story from that. It's also interesting that I forget the lady's name, but they team up with the local police. It looks like, because the Green Lanterns are space cops, but they're helping out in just this little town. Now, you mentioned space cops. I have a theory, Sean. The people in that town ain't human. What? Some of them. You think it's like an invasion of the body snatchers type thing? I'm thinking there's some aliens going on. Have you seen Peacemaker? I have, yes. Season 1, the whole bug replacing thing. I can see why have Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart been sent there is the main reason. Yeah, they're not just hanging out. They're not just there as cops. Like, you send them for a reason. Now, unless there's like some sort of activity, there's been deaths that may be slightly linked to aliens, but my grand theory is that everyone in that town hall is an alien of some kind, or the majority of them are. I would be interested. I think that's a fair guess. I also think maybe I think they might also just be regular townspeople, but there's been a series of murders causing fear within the community. Yes. And they set up the Yellow Lanterns as an antagonist in season 1. Or the town. Okay, right, here we go. The town, I think I'm going along with that. So when the lanterns arrive, the Sinestro and the Yellow Lanterns have been driving the fear up and up and up in that town. So they're all starting to turn on each other. They're all getting more and more just like, who the fuck are you? What's going on? And just like ramping it up, like if it's at like a 6, they'll just put it up to 6.5 one day, and it's maybe 7 the next day, and then just like and it's little things, but it's like it over the course of weeks or months, maybe this has been building up.
Yeah, and that's why the lanterns have been sent there, because the level of fear coming from that town is coming up at a big radar of like, it's beeping like, holy shit, why is everyone there so scared?
Yeah, exactly. And we'll meet one character with a mustache and we'll be like, it's him.
It's fucking Dinestra, the little prick.
You bastard, you've done it again.
Just a random guy with a mustache.
Yeah.
Aaron Pierre's just throwing him around his head.
Get the big net ready. The only solution is a big net.
I think this could be really good.
I have high hopes for it.
It's not often I watch a trailer I was like, that's gonna be fucking good. I think this DC thing might be good.
The also in just as characterization of Hal Jordan, if we accepted that like they're doing the forced retirement thing, what a great example of willpower for him to just be like, no, and the ring still stays with him. Yeah.
Like
I think we're going to get a moment where Hal Jordan gives up in this series. And then it goes to Aaron Pierre.
And are you going to have a Batman Beyond kind of thing where he's just like so old that he can't do it anymore?
Oh, they could Batman Beyond Hal Jordan.
Beyond Hal Jordan. So he doesn't give up technically, but his body gives up on him and he can't. And he just like, he looks up and he could save them technically, but he's just too tired. Yeah. And he just can't.
He's been through too much. He's not able to. Oh, I kind of like that.
And then he starts getting scared. Sinestro, you prick.
And he's Sinestro.
He's Sinestro. Look, I think I wanted to touch on that because I seen it and I was like, I can't wait to talk to Shaun about that trailer.
Yeah,
if you haven't seen it, go watch it. I think it's going to be good.
It's 2 minutes. That's only the teaser as well. Yeah. And honestly, and we say this with all teasers, I kind of don't want to see any more.
I don't know if I'm going to review the next part. I don't even think I'll watch it.
Some would say we should for our movie review show.
You won't think that, but no. You think we're going to talk about the Daredevil trailer that came out, the season 2 teaser? I'm not talking about it because I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah, absolutely not. I'm too excited for that season.
I think Jessica Jones is back.
I've heard rumours.
Okay, we're moving on to our next piece of news, Shaun, and I have some pretty good news over at Pixar because they're doing another sequel. Yes, fucking
Thank God.
Fuck. Yes.
I've been saying for weeks that Pixar is chopped.
And I said, what does that mean? And you said, I don't know,
but the kids say it and I want to be cool.
Monsters Inc. 3 is officially in the works at Pixar. Yes.
It wasn't really a Monsters Inc. 2, I just want to say. That was Monsters University, which was a prequel.
I want you to write to Pixar just be like, technically, this is wrong.
I will.
What do you think of a Monsters Inc. 3?
It's one of those that, like, that's one of the movies that really doesn't need a sequel, which is why they went University on the first one, on the first sequel that they made. Like, everything's solved in that universe, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was tough to get one because they had to do the prequel as the sequel, if that makes sense.
And the prequel's fine.
I went to the cinema to see that, and if I remember correctly, it was fine.
Yeah. It's a movie. It's a lot of colours moving
I haven't watched it since. I will be honest.
No, it does not bear rewatching, but I've seen Monsters Inc. a bunch.
Yeah, I've seen Monsters Inc. Well, obviously a bunch. That's a great movie.
It's fucking deadly. Also, Monsters Inc. shows up in Kingdom Hearts 3 and you get to run around in it.
And how do you feel about that?
It was pretty good in the game. The Heartless had invaded the world, you see, and
if you want to get Shaun talking, just keep asking follow-up questions to Kingdom Hearts.
And I will be here for 4 hours.
Now, what I will say is, I read that, and then I also read that apparently, now, this might be wrong, they're technically doing 2 other original movies that are not sequels.
Interesting. Are we getting... So we're not getting Elio 2?
No. So they are apparently doing one called Ono Ghost Market, which is set to become Pixar's 3rd animated odyssey into the afterlife, following Coco and Soul. What's the deal with the afterlife?
I think a lot of animators kind of aged up and had to grapple with their own reality.
Their mortality.
And they're like, oh, we have to I need to process this somehow.
So they did like Toy Story. I'm going to die soon.
Yeah, literally. It's like Toy Story, monsters, cars, let's do this.
Oh, Coco. Fuck. My brother was driving a car, he fucking ran into a tree, oh Jesus.
What's the one that we don't talk about, Bruno one? What's that called? The one with the magic house.
Oh,
Encanto.
Encanto, yes.
Yeah, that's like loving your family, which I guess is also another grown-up realisation.
Yeah. Because as a teenager, fuck them.
As a teenager, fuck everyone, okay?
I'm not thinking of other people.
I'm me. I'm going to be awesome forever. My voice cracked as I said
I'm never going to be uncool. And then
I'm never going to be chopped.
Then they changed what it was. I think so. That was the first one, and then it's an untitled second one that's coming up as well. So I mean, I suppose the question is that will these original ones come out? Because we know the sequels are definitely coming out. Because we also have Incredibles 3 coming out, Coco 2 coming out, and Toy Story 5 coming out.
I mean, I think most of the money is going to go towards the sequels. I still think Toy Story 5 is like the most shameless cash-in they've ever done. Because 4 was maybe you got lucky with 4.
I thought the 4th was the most shameless cash-in, but then the 5th,
yeah.
I'm like, alright, here we
5th
go.
5th is like you could have just said, you know.
You get one shameless cash-in.
Yeah, you get 1/4 Indiana Jones, you know?
You don't get a 5th.
You don't get a 5th one. But they did that with Indiana Jones too.
They did try that with Indiana Jones, to be fair. The other one, by the way, is the other original one is coming from the Turning Red director, and it's going to apparently be the studio's first fully fledged musical. But I mean, there's loads of musicals though.
That would be under the Disney and Disney Pixar brand. But Pixar on its own, I don't think is.
Yes. My apologies. Yeah.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
I'm sure the songs will be very good. I'm sure we'll hear them all the time.
Look, I love Lin-Manuel Miranda getting work. You know?
He will walk into that studio and come up with some songs.
They'll be bops.
So, are you excited for Monster Inc. 3, or I'm gonna just maybe put words in your mouth? Do we need it? Huh?
I don't think we need it.
First one,
but also we don't need most art. You know, it's purely because people like it.
As we've said before, they kind of solved the problem in the first one, so it's tough to.
Because now what's the problem? There's not enough laughter. Maybe there's not enough laughter, and they deal with depression.
Because people are sad because they're watching too much Coco and Soul, and they're thinking about their mortality.
And also, have you looked at the world at the minute?
Yeah.
You know, so economy's in shambles, war everywhere.
So you're sorry, the monsters in Monsters Inc. are aware of all of these problems.
They'd have to be. They come into our world to haunt our dreams.
They come and just start screaming.
And then I start screaming back, and they're like, "Oh, jeez!"
They come in, look at the price of petrol. Jesus Christ!
Fucking hell! Also, my kitchen light is flickering, and I don't know where to buy the new bulb for it. It's a nightmare. It's one of those weird circly ones. So,
sorry, are you just throwing that out to people to be like, does anyone know where I can buy one?
Also, if anyone's got a link online,
does anybody have a local hardware store?
It's like a 9-inch round tube full of gas.
It's like imagine a light. It's one of them.
Because it'll flicker for a bit and then it comes on fully. But
is that not like really like it's like a horror movie?
It is a bit. It sucks in the night time. During the day, I've got big windows. That's fine.
Oh, look at your man with his windows.
They came with the house.
During the daytime, I don't need the lights. Sorry, that was your big boast.
That was my flex.
My flex is that during the daytime, I don't need to turn on my light.
But in nighttime, it flickers and is scary.
At nighttime, I do because it's dark.
Because of the ghosts. The ghosts will get me.
Because the ghosts will get me, obviously. And when I turn it off, I run upstairs to bed.
I've stopped running upstairs.
Well done.
Yeah, I got a bad knee.
I assumed that you fell one too many times.
Yeah, I had to have a serious talk with myself because I used
it was
to
always
jump the
dark.
last 3 steps. What?
It was always dark. That was the problem.
You missed I kept tripping.
If only I had a flickery light.
Do you close your bedroom door at night, or do you leave it ajar? It's probably different since having the boy, right?
No, he's not much in the walk at this point. So yes, we'd close it because it keeps in a bit of warmth over the winter. You know yourself.
That's fair. No, I get that. No, yeah, my house is warm when the sun is shining during the
day. When it's sunny outside, I have warmth in my house.
Not to brag, guys. I'm humble, you know.
I've got doors.
I've got a couple in the house.
I choose to close or open them depending on my mood.
See, I keep trying to leave the door ajar because I think I'll wake up better if the room isn't roasting. But then, like, halfway through the night, I wake up and the door is open and I freak out.
Why?
Because I'm like, I've gone my whole life not leaving the door ajar. So then now that it's ajar, I'm like, oh,
so you think
wrong.
A murderer's going to come in and be like, I wasn't going to murder them, but now that door is slightly open, so it's kind of like a vampire thing, so they're kind of inviting
basically
me in.
Invited in.
You're kind of invited in at that point.
Yeah, and I'm the closest one to the door, so I'm gone.
Oh, you're dead.
Yeah, fully murdered.
I throw the child.
I got him as a distraction, you see.
He's small, he flies.
The distance I can get with
Attack.
that lad.
On his face.
You've taped knives to his hands.
He's fine.
He'll grow. It's grand.
It's like, what if he does anything in his sleep? Look, but what if there's a murderer? You don't see. You have to think about these things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's this is for all of our safety. We're doing this, him included.
So he gets a few nicks here and there.
Yeah, he'll learn to sleep fully still,
like a vampire.
Yeah.
All right, we're moving on to our next piece of news, Shaun, and I have a sentence that might be good. I'm not sure.
Oh.
Game of Thrones movie in development, written by Andor's Bo Willimon? I think that's how you say it.
Okay. I mean, Andor's very good.
Andor writer combined with Game of Thrones making a movie.
What part of Game of Thrones are they doing?
According to the report, the Game of Thrones film, the Game of Thrones film will be a prequel depicting a major and as yet unseen part of Westerosi history, Aegon's conquest.
Oh.
Roughly 300 years before the events of the original show.
Okay. That's the one you would do as a movie. Because there's a book called Fire and Blood. And it's the history of all the Targaryens in Game of Thrones, like literally starting from Aegon's conquest and going all the way down. House of the Dragon was based off of that. And Aegon's conquest it's like the shortest part of the book. It's
I assume he just has
20.
It just has like 20 dragons and he just shows up and just kills everyone.
He's got 3 and that's enough. It's like he shows up, wrecks shop. Some people try and fight back. He kills them with dragons, and then no one else fights back.
One guy runs up and tries to uppercut the dragon.
Actually, that is a suggestion at one point.
And everyone else is everyone else is waiting, be like, "It might fucking work though." You know, he's fairly fucking strong now. He's John. He's fairly strong now. Let's see how.
It was one. I like this part of the story because Torrhen Stark, who was like the king in the north at the time, his bastard brother, Brandon Snow, I think was his name. Aegon lands with his dragon and he's across the river, and all the Starks have a camp set up on this other side of the river, and they're all debating what to do. And Brandon is just like, "Here, I'll sneak over in the night and I'll kill the dragon while it's asleep." And everyone's like, "That's a fucking terrible idea."
Great idea, do that.
Go ahead there.
He doesn't have tails, so it's fine.
But as a 2-hour movie, I think that could work.
Do you think a Game of Thrones movie works these days? I mean, they're putting series out the wazoo here at the minute.
True. Night of the Seven Kingdoms is fantastic. It's one of the best things I've ever seen. And
House of the Dragon was really good before it locked Matt Smith up for a season.
Yeah, just put him in Harrenhal for ages.
That didn't like that.
They also that whole season builds to something that doesn't happen because they changed how many episodes they would get. So now season 3 is going to open with what season 2 should have finished with.
Yeah, I remember that season finishing and being like, oh,
yeah,
okay.
It's like, and now we're going to war.
And it's like, well, that's kind of why I was here.
Yeah, it was kind of spent a whole season.
You spent the last 6 episodes telling me, geez, we're going to fucking war any day now.
Yeah.
And in the last episode is you going, no, seriously, we're definitely going to war now.
Next time you see us, we'll be at war. Give us Finn. 2.5 years.
Like, I think all those series are all really good. They all get received really well because they're quite good. So,
it's just a good world, I think. Like, there's a lot to pick from in there. I think any Game of Thrones thing, the most recent thing is usually always improved from what came before, if you get me.
Well, saying that, season 1 of Game of Thrones and season 7 of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, so I mean series as a whole.
Sorry, they learned they got rid of the 2 lads.
Yeah, got rid of David and Dan. Because like season 1 to 4 of Game of Thrones, real good. Then there's a massive fall off in quality.
I always fight that it's up to like 6. I'd give it 6. I love
the
Battle of the Bastards is like my fave. I love that shit.
That's fair. The Battle of Bastards, it's great.
Oh no,
but as a whole.
Yeah, there's a big gap there where you have like Cersei Sansa. What the fuck's going on there? And White's little finger selling her off.
Arya gets stabbed in her stomach a bunch of times and then
that's
falls
a weird.
in the river.
I mean, she's definitely dead. Definitely dead.
All the Bravo stuff is
whole thing. Look, we're still talking about it. It was like fucking 10 years ago.
I know. I'm still not over it. I'm still really annoyed with what they did.
Would you watch a Game of Thrones movie? I suppose is the question.
I would. Do
you think it still has the same kind of like fanfare?
I don't think so. I don't think it has the... Like, people were there were nights in, like, public places where everyone would go and watch Game of Thrones. Like, that was... It was properly in the culture. And then it just... It just kind of died. And now people like it, but it's just another show now.
Like, anyone who asks me and's like, should I watch Game of Thrones? I've never seen it. I'm like, you should, but... There's a but. It's like, you should... But at the same time, you're going to be sad at the end.
Yeah,
because it's over.
Yeah. You're not going to miss it. You'll miss what could have been. I think it's like you can recommend it now, but it was just part of culture for a while, and I think all of that's kind of gone away. The culture part of it, and now it's just regarded as there's a Game of Thrones show. Yeah, that has a vibe. Yeah, and like. There's no way in hell they just call this movie Aegon's Conquest. It's going to be like Game of Thrones, the Aegon story or something like that. Yeah. So, something like that. And I think House of the Dragon has done quite a lot to improve reputations because I think there was a lot of pressure on that to be good. And season 1 was super good. Season 1 was super good. Season 2, not great. George R.R. Martin went on a bit of a rant about how he... Yeah, it was alright, but the season 1 was really good, so everyone's like, okay, we're kind of back in. Yeah, and now Night of the Seven Kingdoms is fucking class. So everyone's like, we're back in again. Yeah, we're fully locked in, boys. Alright, so we're going to move on, Sean, to our next piece of news, and Matrix 5. Oh, still in the works. Still in the works, you say? Still in the works, I say. Drew Goddard has said that his Cyberpunk sequel is still going ahead, even though we thought it was cancelled and they'd gotten rid of it quietly. Speaking to Screen Rant, he's trying to promote a little known movie that I don't know if you know about, Sean, Project Hail Mary. He actually penned the script for Project Hail Mary. And so Drew. He's doing a big, he's doing the press tour. And he was asked, he was the film's writer and director, and he was originally Resurrections, I should say, and he was asked about Matrix 5, and he said, still in the works, still in development. So, it hasn't been called off. My question to you is, what's worse, Toy Story 5 or Matrix 5? See, okay. First 3 Matrix movies, absolutely class. I love them. Yeah. Fourth one, I don't like as much, but I think I don't know, is it Lily or Lana Wachowski, one of them, she made the best version of what a fourth Matrix could have been, because it's also a commentary on the studio just fucking, hey, let's do it again, that whole culture. But had I not been on a plane, I wouldn't have watched The Matrix 4. I'm certainly not going to watch Matrix 5.
Yeah, I just think, like, this is very much trying to re-grab the zeitgeist of a movie that from 20 years ago. Of, like, those movies are groundbreaking. Like, Matrix 1 is genuinely, like, just changed cinema.
Like, it became the inspiration for a whole new wave of filmmakers.
Randomly, right? We watched Blade 2 over on the Patreon last month, and we did a review of it. And the fight scenes in that are still based off Matrix, because that was coming out at the same time. And every movie is like, is this like the Matrix?
Yeah, it's kind of a shame that studios are giving money to Matrix 5, but they're not giving movies to the person that's going to create the next Matrix 1.
Yeah, like we always said every single week we're running it, but the Matrix would not be made now.
Not at all. Not a fucking chance.
They would not put any money into it, and it would not be promoted. And if it was, it'd be a Netflix series or Netflix movie that they were going to promote there.
Yeah, I don't feel a Matrix movie would have anything to say anymore.
Because we're living in it.
We're literally, not in like a conspiracy, we're all in fucking pods thing, but in a like, hey, just fucking technology and AI and all this shit, whether you like it or not, is incorporated into everyone's daily life. It's kind of, what were we talking about a while ago? And I was like, that's just the world now. It's...
I have no idea.
Yeah, no, it was, what were we... Someone in the comments might remember. But
Pirates of the Caribbean?
No, I don't know. It was something that is like, I don't know. This is a waste of time to go down this route. We were talking about some movie that was about how bad technology is and how bad the world is, and we're already living in it, and people are tired of that. You know, I think The Matrix would have the same issue of, I don't want to hear about how fucking robots control everything, because they do anyway, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think there's any ground left to cover there.
I'm just going to tell you right now, you know what movie I'd love to watch on the Patreon? iRobot.
Do you know what? I'd be really into watching iRobot.
I love iRobot.
Do you love iRobot? I watched it a bunch. I don't think I like it.
I think it's fantastically terrible, but it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's not. So you're saying it's not good?
I'm saying it's a 5-star, 3-star movie.
You're giving it 5-star, 3-star.
I think it's a 5-star, 3-star in that it has many different flaws. But I would watch that in a heartbeat if it's on.
I think that's how I watched it a lot of times. I think it was just on.
And Will Smith says he sneezes. He says, "I'm allergic to bullshit" when the bad guy's talking. It's really good dialogue, but
there's the interrogation scene where he's like, "Can a robot paint a portrait or write a symphony?" And the robot's like, "Can you?"
Yeah, I just think it's real good. It has Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, he's not doing too great these days.
He had that and Constantine back to back. He just played kind of the same role in both.
Just a scrappy little street urchin.
He's a scrappy little guy who tries his best. So you're saying Matrix 5 good?
No, I'm gonna a Matrix. I would give it. I'm fucking trying to think of something with Neo. I think it will Neo to be good. How's that?
Great. No, that was. I'll give you that. That was pretty
man.
good. I don't really know in terms of. I want to talk about this, but I think this is a really ridiculous choice from a studio because Paramount have now, I think now they now own cinema for a lot of it. It's them and Disney, so they're like, well, look, what can we do? So
we can go out and see a Paramount, or we can stay home and watch.
Have you ever seen a headline that's more random than Paramount are doing a G.I. Joe movie? Okay, they're looking to write a G.I. Joe movie, and the two people that are currently writing differing versions of the movie that they will choose one are Danny McBride and formerly cancelled Max Landis are writing separate G.I. Joe scripts.
Jesus. What? Who? What? Does no one back check anyone?
Sometimes I read a headline and I'm like, who is any of that for?
Who wants this?
Who's like, do you know one thing I want? G.I. Joe. A reboot of G.I. Joe.
Didn't we try that already?
I think that was the last G.I. Joe, maybe 2016?
Yeah, it was Snake Eyes, right?
Yeah, I think it might have been 2016 or 17. I'm trying to remember specifically when it came out. But you have Danny McBride, who is a famous actor, Danny McBride. He's in a few things, Pineapple Express, Righteous Gemstones, all that kind of stuff. And he's writing a version. And then on the other side, you have just no dickhead Max Landis, who's trying to get back into Hollywood.
Trying to sneak his way back in.
He's seen what Brett Ratner's done. And he's like, I need to get back in.
He's like, I could be the new Rat, guys.
He could be the new Rat boy. Famous, if you don't know who Max Landis is, he did Chronicle, if anyone remembers that, and Bright with Will Smith on Netflix.
Was he Bright? He was.
That was him, yes.
It's a shame because Chronicle's real good.
Yeah, no, see,
Josh
he started
Trank.
with Chronicle.
Yeah.
He started with Chronicle, and him and Josh Trank worked on that, and they were like, oh, these are Hollywood's next big things. And then it turns out they didn't really have anything else.
No, and Josh Trank did Fan Four Stick, which didn't turn out great.
No, that wasn't
Max
the best.
Landis isn't a great person.
So, I suppose the question here is, Sean, is 1, do you want to watch a G.I. Joe movie? And 2, would Paramount do the most mental thing of all time and not pick Danny McBride's script if it came to a head-to-head between these?
Like, who want? I don't. The thing with G.I. Joe, right, is that even like the TV show and stuff was designed to sell toys in the 80s. That was the whole thing. And that's fine. Transformers exists for the same reason. But no move, like, the people you're marketing to played with G.I. Joe toys as a kid, and no movie is going to imitate the imagination that they had playing with their G.I. Joe toys. And it's not going to feel the same, and they're not going to like it. And by definition, it has to be generic army stuff. That's all you're going to get.
I'm pretty sure they're trying to cross-link it with Transformers.
Was that not already on the cards?
Yeah, no, I think this is... I don't know for sure, nothing is confirmed, but I'm assuming if they're trying to reboot it, they're going to try and connect them up.
Which, look, that would be interesting to see.
I think that's also why they're doing the multiple scripts approach, because I don't think they really kind of know what they want. So let's just just send in a bunch of scripts. We'll see what vibe we're going to do afterwards.
Yeah, like let's give it to Danny McBride and a dog of a man.
What's the Rat doing? Get the Rat write a fucking script.
The Rat's busy. The Rat's back in Hollywood, boy.
He's big time now. He's too big for us.
I don't know. I think the He-Man thing is going okay for them, and they're like, what other toys do we have? Barbie did well, you know. I think that's a lot of the whiteboards that are being drawn up.
I just think G.I. Joe, it never gets off the ground. I don't think it ever really makes as much as they want it to make, and then they're always sad.
But like by the nature of it, it costs a lot to make the G.I.
It
Joe
costs
movies.
like $100 million, and it makes like maybe $200 million, and then they're like, no, what have we done?
Yeah, and I think like people aren't seeing movies like that anymore. Like,
Definitely not. No.
I like, because maybe it's just because I'm not fucking, like a teenager anymore. But you don't just go and see a movie because you're going to the cinema.
Well, that might be our age bracket. I think probably people still do that, but as a teenager, the pricing alone, I mean, you're not pulling out like 50 quid every time you go.
No, I couldn't do that now, Connor.
Yeah, like, I think as a teenager, like, okay, well, it's fucking €16 for the ticket, and it's another €16 for the pop. I'm like, okay, well, I'm over 30 quid in. Good stuff. So, look, I thought, Max Landis, you need to know, if I know he's coming back, you need to know he's coming back, because...
he's not confirmed back yet. Let's just put that out there.
Not confirmed back, but what a nepo baby, good guy. Other than all the horrible things he's ever said and done, what a man.
But Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency was a pretty good show.
Right, guys?
Right? Right, guy, they cancelled it after 2 seasons, but I liked
Joss Whedon's stuff still.
I think that might have been cancelled because of Max Landis doing his...
Yeah, no,
doing
it was,
all those
yeah.
assaults.
Yeah, it was. Doing all of his terrible things.
Fuck. So, I hate Max Landis. There.
It's taken you till now to take on that.
But once I lost Dirk Gently, I don't know what
you were with him up until that point.
No, I wasn't.
That's what we heard, Sean. So we're moving on, Sean. We're finishing on this week's movie news with some sad news that I left here because it's annoyed me and you need to know.
Okay.
Margot Robbie's 60s set Ocean's 11 prequel has lost a second director due to creative differences, meaning it has been pushed back again.
How is this not the easiest home run in Hollywood, guys? What are we...
Margot Robbie signed on. I'm pretty sure Ryan Gosling was rumoured to be in it as well.
Wasn't there one where they were Danny Ocean's parents?
Oh, yeah, I did read that. Yeah, that was pretty good. It is set in the 60s, so technically you could do it.
Could happen. I have no doubt that this movie will get made, but I think it's going to go through a bit of development hell.
I think it currently is in development hell, so they've already lost 2 directors, so Lee Isaac is the second director that they've lost. Now, it's interesting because Margot Robbie's production crew is also working with this as well. So normally if they go for someone, they have some sort of idea they want to kind of launch it. They don't kind of fuck about. Now Warner Brothers are also working on it. I have very low bar standards for them, so maybe they're the ones that are kind of fucking around with it. But there's a lot of creative differences, which normally means to me that they don't really know what they want to do with it, and they don't know what kind of scope they're going to do with it as well.
What they need to do is they need to decide who their lead actors are. Just pick, say 10. And then you need to get Margot Robbie and a couple of those other actors all sitting down in a room with the potential director. And they all have 3 to 4 beers, eat some pizza and watch Ocean's 11. And then they just talk about ideas for another Ocean's movie.
I will say that what might not help is the fact that Ocean's 14 is also in development right now. Right. So they might be in a situation where they don't want to release this. Maybe they signed Margot Robbie on and they got all this set up before they knew that Clooney and Pitt and Damon and all were coming back for a 14, and now they've gotten the green light there and they're kind of well, now we've got 2 really good pieces of steak.
Maybe they wait to see how Ocean's 14 does before doing Ocean's Parents.
Yeah, they don't want to release it until they release 14, maybe.
But I would say just make it. If Margot Robbie wants to make something, you let her make something.
And especially if Ryan Gosling's going to sign on to as well, and you get that whole crew.
Especially if Ryan Gosling's.
I think
you could doing.
You could do really good stuff, but yeah, I think Ocean's 14, is what they're aiming for. I think it's slightly veered, which is interesting because Margot Robbie wants to do your movie, and you're going to make money. But then at the same time, but you can't really argue with if you got Clooney and Julia Roberts and Brad Pitt and Matt Damon back on the far side with Don Cheadle, and you're well,
that is the one you make.
Yeah, if you were going to do it, if that's, and I would say scientifically that will be a worse movie, but I
want to see it though.
I still want to see it.
I really want to see it. We're big Oceans fans on this show.
And in my heart I'm yeah, it's going to be worse, but fuck me, will it be worse?
I'll sit through every second of that. I love Die Robot. I'll love this. I don't care.
So I wanted to touch on that, Sean. So technically we've 2 Oceans movies in development right now.
You would think we're the luckiest boys in the world, but you know, it's hard to pick.
I suppose only one thing to do, Sean. I think you can kind of take us out and read off your mammoth list of patrons.
Jesus Christ, it's like Ocean's fucking Patreon over here.
Here we go. Very good.
Thanks, man. Thank you, everyone, for listening to this episode of the Heroes for Hire podcast. We will be back on Friday with an episode of Hero or Zero, and we'll be back next week with another episode of the show. big thank you to all of our patrons, all of our many patrons. Patreon.com/Heroes for Hire podcast is the link if you want to support us over there. Helps keep the show ad free, helps pay for hosting, and just generally makes it easier to do this as often as we do it. So big shout outs go to Róisín and baby Ben Palmer, Ryan Kamatsu, Dozer Enthusiast Evanson, Waffles, the official uncle of the show, David Clarke, Dominic, Anna Kamatsu, Dozer Hjelmroos, Danny McLaughlin, Lordsmish, Ed Ball. Conor and Lorraine would like to welcome Conor and Shaun back to the pod and welcome Lil Dicky to the world. Russ, I'm carrying on the reverse psychology. Come on, you couple of gowls, try harder. Parfitt. It still hits being called a gowl.
It's good stuff.
Thank you to Liz Had a Few Too Many on St. Paddy's Day and Tipsley subscribed to the Patreon. Coming up on the anniversary of that, Liz. Shout out to that. Thank you to Ciara Lawler, Judge Leahy, Mikey Chair's #1 fan, has great taste in movies, Champagne for my real friends, Real Pain for my sham friends, Johnny Ray, Jack Markham, Hunter Harvard, the Texas Ironman. Lisa is ready for spring already. Same. Can't wait till it's back hot outside. Justin, we named the monkey Jack Bowman, Joe Reid, John NeSmith, Ted Sullivan, Jeff Scroger, Charlie Smith, Logan Merriman, YinzerGhost, Pete Rogers, Nonchalant Nome, Billy Brown, Janos Simonson and Callum Bircher. Thank you all for the support. We really, really, really appreciate it. Also, Callum on Spotify commented about how do magnets work. We did learn from friend of the show Cahill that the flash is not magnetic.
He confirmed the flash is not magnet. That's what I got the message.
So that's as much as we know about magnets right there.
There's a website called the Wikipedia.
Flashipedia. No, that's a different website.
Different website.
Thank you all for your support. We really appreciate it. Head on over to Patreon if you want to support us over there. There is also Twitter at Heroes for Hire Pod, the 4 is the number 4. Facebook is Detective Devilment's discussion group. Instagram is Heroes for Hire Podcast. Blue Sky is Heroes for Hire Podcast. And the best way to ever help out the show is to tell one human being that we exist.
Just a one, please.
And I think that's about it, Conor.
I think so. So I've been Conor Lawler.
I've been Shaun.
And we'll see you all next week, guys.
Bye.